Um, so I just wanted to take a minute to share my wonderful opportunity to attend 2 days of equity training hosted by Corwin at the Arizona K-12 Center and the Desert Willow Conference Center. I was impressed because people came from all over the country to participate in this training event, and we had a great showing of Kyrene folks, including 3 principals, Cheryl Green, Kelly Brunner, and James Martin. Maybe more that I didn't catch. Oh, of course there were, that's right, so sorry, not meaning to leave anybody out, and a bunch of other people. We'll cover it that way. And I just wanted to say thank you, Dr. Vesley, truly for giving us that opportunity, because I think it's really important as a board member for us to be able to experience what we are asking our teachers and staff to engage in the work here in our district. And so I really appreciate that. I was particularly struck by the sessions on ACEs, which is Adverse Childhood Experiences. And we got a chance to talk about this, but we don't always know what kinds of experiences our students have had in their lives and the tremendous impact those experiences have on their school experience. So I think a deeper understanding of ACEs for our staff can help them find new ways to understand and support the children in their classrooms. And I'm really pleased to hear that we're going to have future sessions for our staff and teachers on ACEs. I can see from participating in this for 2 days, this is hard work. This is challenging work, but it's really important work for us to do as we continue to work to close our achievement gap, our opportunity gap, and our discipline gap to help all of our students achieve to their maximum potential and become problem solvers, creators, and visionaries of tomorrow. You know, we want all of our students to feel welcome, valued, and heard, and feel that they belong, because we know that happier students will certainly foster better outcomes for them.
Good evening. I did not prepare a board report. I didn't bring one with me, but I was impressed to share. This morning I was teaching English. I teach English as a second language, and it typically consists of vocabulary, fluency, grammar. Of course, I had a natural stutter, as I said that I would teach English. But this morning, I had a higher level student, and the lesson was on leaders, and specifically, it was on Martin Luther King Jr. So my thoughts turned to the reasons for important holidays like Martin Luther King Jr. Day and Black History Month, and it came to me rather clearly that it's simply put, it's so that we don't forget, and so that the important work that took place that I discussed with this student throughout our lesson isn't undone, and also so that our future generations know. And then just after teaching this morning on the news, I heard of the passing of Katherine Johnson at the age of 101. She was part of a small group of African-American women hired by NASA, and she calculated precise trajectories for many missions for NASA. And she was a true American hero. And I feel the importance of that as a mother and as a Kyrene Governing Board member with stewardship over all of our children, that every child really deserves to see themselves in a hero. And so thank you for allowing me to share those thoughts this evening. And I am glad that I could share them as we conclude Black History Month. So.
Thank you, Ms. Pratt. Mr. Walsh.
Just wanted to also echo Mrs. Fay. We had a wonderful time at the Equity Conference. It was 2 days of growth and learning. 4 board members were there. We had a Kyrene parent that actually presented at the event. We had Kyrene students that were from Dr. Vesley's Student Leadership Council that attended and spoke. It was really wonderful. And one of the things that I think they challenged us to do was to look at equity through many lenses. Sometimes we have a knee-jerk reaction to associate equity synonymously with race. And all that's an important aspect of it. We were encouraged and challenged to think about not just race, but socioeconomic status, sexual orientation or gender identity, homelessness, so many different prisms. And the whole point was not to focus on differences, but rather to focus on how we can help those individual students grow, and really how we can empower our students to meet our students' individual needs. So I really enjoyed it. I'm so glad that we had the opportunity. Thank you, Dr. Vesley, for giving that to us.
Thank you, Mr. Walsh. I too attended the equity event, and there were a number of presenters that had some fascinating presentations. And to Michelle Fay's point, the ACES presenter was the one that sort of got my attention the most, and it was very well done. So thank you again for allowing us to attend that.